Usually when we talk about walk-offs on the show, it's a positive thing. Not this time. What's your reaction to Campbell and just what his teammates had to say this whole situation?
If it were me, he would have been cut before he left the locker room. He wouldn't have made it out of the locker room as a San Francisco 49er. And I'll be honest with you, his career is in grave jeopardy, and it should be. You don't want a teammate like that. De'Vondre Campbell should be ashamed of himself. There is no excuse for what he did. And there have been examples, and I'm going to defer to NFL players. I didn't play, but here's the deal. There's certain things you don't need to be an actual participant in to understand how egregious it is. And this is one of those situations. I would need further understanding if he did it before the game. I would need further understanding if, you had an argument with the coach and you went home or whatever, you said bump it. I get that part. That involves a lot more introspection. But I don't need much to understand that in the middle of a game that you dressed for, that you told the team you were available for, two of your teammates went down. The coaching staff comes to you to play. Your teammates are looking for you to play. And healthy and ready to go, you said, no, I don't want to play, and then got up and walked off the field into the locker room. You heard what George Kittle said. You heard what his other teammates said. I don't blame them one bit. That is as egregious as it gets as far as I'm concerned. Yes, we should not be defined by our worst moment. I get that part. But it's really, really hard to overcome you not even thinking about your teammates and saying, hey, I'm not going to be there for y'all. And in the middle of action, you walk off the field. I can't imagine anything worse than that as a teammate.
I second that. But I think it's a bigger issue here just in overall sports that, De'Vondre Campbell's situation should be talked about in baseball, basketball, football, lacrosse, any team sport. And I get it. You're human. I get it. Those things are on your mental. I get it. Certain things are overwhelming and you can't verbally process it at the right time to your coaches, to yourself even, and even to your teammates. But my thing is, why dress? Like if you feel that overwhelmed and compelled to say, like, man, these folks trying me, bro. Like, we've had those interactions. Yep. Why dress? Because this needs to be said to every athlete watching. You walk out on your team, you're at the point of no return. You might as well be walking out with the Grim Reaper. Because there's nothing that can be done. You can come back from a team meeting and say, hey, man, I apologize. They'll probably forgive you, but they'll never forget.
They'll never trust you.
They'll never trust you. So in that instance, that's not to say that you don't have emotions, RC. That's not to say that you're going to be a puppet, RC. That's not to say that you're going to be a person that, man, you do what we tell you to do, a dictatorship. You play on our team, we paying you, right?
Yeah.
So it's not to say that. It's to say, to voice your opinion and say, hey, if that's how y'all feel, I'm not going to dress.
Yeah.
Don't give the pump fake or the illusion like, all right, boy, I'm going to dress, because you know what comes with that, with the expectations. Guys go down, okay, now your number is going to be called.
Yeah.
And it's the look of it. You lose all credibility to some people when you out there battling. You got your knuckles bleeding, your head, knocked off. You got dirt all on your sleeves. And you're to just tap